Hey, this is Dr. Dean. Thank you for joining me. I am the founder of Global Trade Titans, the editor of Enlightened Futures Trading Journal, and I have a decent YouTube channel where this video is posted. I published 3 papers recently which trade oil, gold, and ES indices best, respectively. And as always, I'm looking for rooms that trade truthfully, transparently, and profitably. Today we're going to look at a 4th index, which is the best Dow futures trade rooms. And as always, for those of you who are impatient and want to skip ahead, this is the time frame for the different rooms I'm going to look at. So let's get started. Now, in order to start my search, I use my master list, which starts at zero effort trading number 1, goes to 1654 at Zuna, and asks the question, which rooms have Dow in their name? There are several. Here's the first one, number 328, Dow Daddy. There it is. Now, to understand Dow Daddy, I think we need to start here at PureTick, and let me show you why. PureTick sold the Dow. It eventually closed and sort of went out of business. And when we weren't watching, it basically metamorphosized and it changed over to Market Dancer, which was also owned by Alex. And then it sort of rose from the dead and became a new trade room, Market Dancer. And it too went out of business, as parent. And we can mark it here. Alex says in January of this year to a colleague of mine, I sold all of my business interests to Dow Daddy. There we go. So you would think he would be done. But let's take a look, shall we? When you go to the Dow Daddy website, you see this. Our team, they have a proximity coalition method of trading. Brand new. And when you work with them, you'll learn faster and show more confidence. Then what? It'll help you transition to a successful individual track record. So what is the definition of successful and who measured it? There's the first video, Trading is Easy. Here's the posting. And it is narrated and presented by this guy, Alex. In fact, there's a whole bunch of videos there. They're all narrated by him. And a bunch of videos, so Market Dancer sort of hauled over to Dow Daddy and showing exactly the same. How is it possible that videos that were generated for Market Dancer and presented by Alex are directly applicable to Dow Daddy, unless it's the same methodology, seems to me. So these videos are presented, but he does not reveal his name, his identity, or his face. So why would he do that? Well, the answer is he doesn't want to. How do I know? I've heard him many times before, but I did a little analysis on these videos as well as some of his older ones in PureTick, and then there's a direct voice match. So why does he do it? Well, I think there's some negative postings about him in PureTick, and a little bit of negative publicity in Market Dancer. You just might want to avoid that. He says he's not involved with this Dow Daddy website at all, but you decide. How much you want to bet they're going to take some of these videos down after I post my video? Let's see. Dow Daddy says it's the real deal. I like that. You be your own boss. I like that too. You can go from strategy to riches. I'm not sure about that. They have this posting here. We made $1,045 in a trade. So are you going to make that money? No, I don't think so. Is there a track record of that trade? No, I don't think so. It's expensive. It costs a lot of money to go there. But there's no track record. And lastly, they say here you can earn and learn. Okay. Part of full time. I guess that's true for everyone. Flexibility and freedom. Why not? And there's no gimmicks, no sales gimmicks. Let's take a look at this video. This is posted. It's called Dow Daddy Change Your Life. All right. Freedom for family. What does freedom mean and who measured that? Change your life forever. Huh? That's not too subtle. And have abundance. What does abundance mean? Sounds like a gimmick. Create financial security. How much? When? Make 30% on your money. Is that a promise? And 30% when? In a week, day, month, year? Be extraordinary. All right. Be the 1%. Well, that sounds like a gimmick. No gimmicks. Pay yourself, create financial freedom. Yeah, I don't like that video. So I see PureTick going to Market Dancer, going over to Dow Daddy. Just could be me. You decide. Second is Dow Fibs. Here it is. They have beautiful pictures. They have the man behind the Dow Fibs, all right? And it talks about wins and losses. So look at that and tell me the following. How many trades they take a day, a week, or a month? Based on that win-loss ratio, what's the average profit-loss per trade? What are the number of contracts per trade? What's the profit-loss per day, per week, per month? Do you know anything at all? And lastly, Dow Scalper. It says here $18,367.94 in 21 days. That is about 8 years old. You could buy his and her Vipers with that kind of money. Anyway, for me, it's always the same. They must have a track record. These rooms don't. It goes to accountability. You must be able to determine how much money they make to go to trade efficiency. Of course, without a track record, that's moot. And thirdly, they must show their trades in real time. It goes to transparency. Without those three things, I'm not interested. Next up, mini-dowfuturestrader.com. Out of business. MDF has closed its doors. Next room up, Tesseract Trading, True North, coming in at $11.93. There we are. I co-moderate this room. We use 3 robots to pick out trades, in this case showing entries and exits. This is the number of trades on one day on the Dow. So although we're very choosy about the trades we take, we have a number to choose from. Let's take a look at one particular trade. The robot called a short at 24,100. There it is. We're looking at 15, 20, and 25 and 30 tick pullback entries as preferred entries. Here's how the trade progressed. The robot got in, it got out, lost 6 points or 6 ticks, $30 a contract, $90 on a 3 contract per trade equivalent. We got in at, as I said, at 15, 20, and 25. The 30 tick pullback did not fill. We made $225 on our 3 entries at 1 contract per trade, or $775 at 3 contracts per trade. Dow Daddy, Dow Fibs, Dow Scalper. If you want to, you can come over and we'll show you how we do this. Let me show you something else. This is a track record for the week of the 23rd. We're going to focus on the Dow. On Monday, there were 3 buys that made $330, each at 1 contract per trade entry. Tuesday, buys and sells, and so on for the rest of the week. When you tabulate it up, it looks like this. There are 8 sells that made $780 at 1 contract per trade entry, $23.40 at 3, and the same thing for longs. This track record that's posted here is for the week, and it's 135 trades across all indices, grossing $42.87 at 1 contract per trade entry. We show each week as well, and a running continuum like this. So you can see our 135 and 42.87 as the last week. Next room up, coming in at 1573 on my master list, Veritas Futures Trading. Here they are. Here's an example of a Dow trade on the Dow. They're selling at 24,009, 3 contracts, short. Target 1, target 2. Now, they trade in a lot of indices, so they don't trade the Dow every day, but when they do, they trade it very well. For April, we took 27 trades, averaged $128 per 3 contract trade. Gross was over $34.56, not bad. And he posts a track record as well, showing the days on the left, the number of trades taken per day, the gross profit per day, and the cumulative running total. Bravo. So Dow Daddy, Dow Fibs, and Dow Scalper, I don't think these are rooms that I would normally trade at, and so I advise to avoid them. True North, and especially the Daddy Dow, which is not to be confused with Dow Daddy. This is Dow Trading done right. As well as Veritas are rooms that you can consider, rooms that have a track record, generate more than $50,000 per year gross profit, and show their trades in real time, including entries, targets, and stops, which speaks to transparency. As always, this is Dr. Dean. Thank you for joining me. Agree or disagree? Let me know your thoughts. Bye-bye.